All right, good morning. Another day of trading the SPY. As you can see, we've been holding sideways here. We got a major support there. Oh, you know what? Is this Apple? Yeah, we need to go to the SPY. There we go. That's more like it. All right. Now we're trading. We'll just kind of watch what's going on. Oh. So just trying to read the volume right now in relation to the price, and it's not really working. I don't really see much. We could put a Fibonacci on that move. But really, it's just a waiting game right now, since we don't know what's going on. All I can see is we're trying to go lower. We are lower than the previous day. We've kind of been trending down, it looks like. But I think since we've been kind of consolidating here, I'd expect to bounce up. So I really want to do calls. I'm going to go for calls here. And I'm going to, let's see. But we're going to wait for the volume first. Make the stop loss increasing sell volume. Or, we'll make it a sell volume divergence. Sorry, buy volume divergence. Sell volume. Buy volume divergence and increasing sell volume. And we'll make the entry sell volume divergence. Increasing buy volume. There we go. Max time risk. This will probably be like a I'm gonna make it a 1 hour max risk. Tier size, let's go. I'm doing half size on this one. Notes, I would say SPY has been trending down, and I'm looking to get break out of consolidation. If not, then I will identify the range and play the range. Which you might as well do that right now. This whole consolidation range. It's like from here to there. So we are kind of a little bit below it. Let's see what that looks like on the daily. Yeah. I mean, that's good for a range, I'll just kind of do one of these. But we'll keep watching it. We're basically near the low end of the range here. And I want to go for calls. And if it breaks, then I'm kind of want to think about. Well, I want to see what the volume's doing when it breaks to the downside, and then I'll get stopped out. But as of right now, kind of. But right now we got increasing buy volume. But we have a buy volume divergence right there. And we'll just do like half of half size, and then we'll move up to full size once we're ready. Let me refresh this to get my Fibonacci on there. Oh, it's not going? All right. Starting to shoot up here. I'm going to go ahead and get in. Then I'll grab some more if we see some increasing volume. I'll grab some more there. So I said just took half my position size, and I'm waiting for the rest of my position size for increasing buy volume. And we might as well pull up like a 1 minute chart here or something on my other screen. I'm going to get in the rest here. So I want to kind of be in before we see that volume spike. Right now we're kind of pretty low volume. You know, it's a low trending volume. I kind of want to be in before. And we're waiting on pretty large volume to break the trend right now. I think I messed up. I think I should have waited because, yeah, that volume right there just broke the trend. I think I should have waited for the increasing buy volume, which I didn't. I wanted to kind of get in a little bit early. Let's see if it'll pay off and reject or something, because the 3 minute chart still looks okay. But as I'm watching this 1 minute, I'm actually watching a 30-second chart right now. I'm just waiting for buy volume to break, or we want to see increasing buy volume, which I think is going to happen, which is why I wanted to get in a little bit early because I didn't want it to leave without me. So FOMO indicator is definitely high today. Should have my Probably should have waited a little bit for confirmation, and I would have, not be already down 10%, but it's okay. As long as the 3-minute chart volume doesn't say different. And in the case that I see it happening, and everything looks good, we're seeing great volume, I'm actually going to double down on my trade. But right now we're just doing half size. As we don't know, we got a good hunch, and a hunch is worth at best half size. I mean, it's never going to be worth whole size for the hunch. You want to see the market telling you it's happening, and then I'll put in some size. So just waiting for some kind of volume break here. We're still falling on low volume. That tells me that that's efficient. And efficiency says that we're going to pivot in the other direction. It looks as if it's getting hard to break. Is that our pivot? I don't know. Let me pull up a 15-second chart over here so you can kind of see what I'm seeing. There's some kind of break. Just got rejected out. A lot of volume there. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it in my rest of my 7. That was huge volume there, and we just immediately got rejected there. It seems like we tried to take out some stop losses or something happened, and smart money was like, that's definitely the pivot. And you can tell it's the pivot when the volume happens like that on that 15-minute, how it happened like that. That was definitely a weird candle. So I'm going to double down on my position there on calls just because of the kind of rejection that was and the kind of volume we just saw with that. And we're going to do this. So now we just saw sell volume divergence. Now we get to see the increasing buy volume. Yeah, I usually like to get in a little bit early, but I'm thinking it's not very smart to do that. You usually want to wait for confirmation. But I've got FOMO out the wire right now, so chances are I could just be playing wrong because of the FOMO, but you never know. I mean, I like to get in on this one pretty early. It seems to me like we're gonna have a nice move up that I'm gonna want to hold. I'm gonna want to hold that move up for a good amount of time, and take some good gains on it. Yeah, sellers are just cracking at this thing. I mean, look at it. It's just slowly, slowly, slowly moving down. I feel like that's deadly. We still don't have the volume break on the 3-minute though. 3-minute chart is still waiting for some kind of break in volume, and I think it's going to be calls, but I really should wait. So I messed up by not waiting. I just hurried into the position. I messed up there, but I think I think bulls are getting ready here. That's just what I think. I wonder if we can pull up the tick chart on this one. Oh, there we go. That's more or less what I want. Really want the tick chart. That's a lot more helpful. We're just sliding down, and I'm still in calls. It's just sliding down right now. I'm just waiting for some kind of volume break, something that's gonna really give an edge to my call position right now. We are a little down there. I mean, I'm already down 20% on these options. It's just divergence after divergence on the bulls right now. But I'm not convinced. I'm still holding the calls. Here we go. We just had some nice buying there. But as you can see how the buying, look at the volume on the tick chart with that one. So the buying actually slowed down as it was moving up. That'll tell me that it's a pullback. We might go back to a double bottom or something. We want to see it not do that because that's efficient. You got to think about it. Sellers were waiting for a specific price because the volume was decreasing as the stock was moving up. That's efficient. It took less to do more or the same amount. That's efficient. And what happens if it's efficient? Right? It has to reverse. Because think about it. There's no sellers there. There was no sellers at that price. So eventually it's going to pivot, just like you saw that pivot there, and it's going to come back down. Now if it did the opposite and volume was increasing, but it was doing the same amount of work, or it was it was doing the same amount of work. Let's say it was doing the same amount of work. What'll happen is you will see it slow down and it'll consolidate before going higher or reversing. Because if the volume's increasing but it's doing the same amount of work, what that means is that sellers are hidden in the volume candles, and they're slowly moving in. So the stock is going to slow and reverse. That's basically what that means. Still holding my call position right now. The 3-minute chart shows the volume break. And it's a red volume break, but I'm not convinced since we're seeing those spikes in the buy volume. This thing is just like slowly moving down, very, very slowly. And that's probably even more deadly than if it was quickly moving down. Here we go. So we want to see increasing volume. Oh, there's a nice divergence there. That's good. We want to see increasing volume as we move up like this. We're seeing some type of increasing volume there. That's good. Okay. So there's more participation. So we shouldn't pivot. We should hold. There we go. You see we're kind of consolidating a little bit, and we might reverse or might break out higher. Depends. It's pretty vulnerable when it relaxes and it consolidates like this. These things get pretty vulnerable. The stock or the equities, they get pretty vulnerable as they relax after being inefficient. So really it just depends who's got balls right now is basically what vulnerable means. Who's got balls? Are the sellers saying no, or are the buyers saying yes? That's really what that means. So we saw that increase of volume there on the 3-minute. Let's go to the 3-minute because I'm actually watching a 3-minute on my thing here. If you look at the 3-minute here, you see how we saw the increase of volume as it's falling more? That usually means there's hidden buyers. It should have actually went down much more. Like these are almost like, well, they're not double the size of the previous candle, but they're almost there, right? So it should have actually went down more, believe it or not. So there is hidden buyers there. We'll keep watching the tick chart here. And again, it's happening. We're getting increasing volume as it's moving up. So this is what you want to see. You want to see increasing volume as it's moving up. Now we're getting very low volume pullback right now. So it's very relaxed. So you got to think about it. After something, things get tired and they have to relax. And whether or not they decide to keep going or stop, that's going to depend on its history. And right now we just saw some um, some movement to the bull side. Here we go. We're starting to see a little bit increasing volume there. Very low volume right there. I mean, the tick chart just was not moving. Let me move my mouse out of the way. There we go. Starting to see some stuff. But see, it's getting more. That was more efficient right there. Here we go. That's why people will hear efficiency and they'll be, oh, that's good. Well, it's not good in the stock market. Well, it depends. It depends. If you're a bear, you're waiting for bull efficiency. You're waiting for all the sellers to wait. You're waiting for all the sellers to be out. Then you want to start selling, right? If there's still sellers in it, that's gonna tell you that you might be a little later. You might be earlier. You want to wait for there's absolutely no sellers and there's only buyers. You know, that means that it's a very efficient market. Okay, and sellers are actually waiting for something. So we're kind of consolidating right now, but I'm pretty convinced we're gonna continue higher. And I'm just watching the tick chart to confirm my bias right now. Seeing how the volume is. Which let's do this. Let's kind of look over it real fast. Yeah. So as you can see, we have increasing volume as that pivot happens here. We have definitely increasing volume. And now we're kind of consolidating as we're going to kind of expect some more increasing volume. Kind of just trading in a range right now. Looks like there's the range break. Starting to get some nice big candles here. Big candles. We came all the way back up to the top of that range there, so that's pretty bullish, I'd say. Let's see if we can break the range and go all the way to the new highs, which we just did. Let's see if we can actually make new highs the entire consolidation. We're starting to see a lot of volume here. Look at that. That is what you want, ladies and gentlemen. Bulls are in season. That is what you want. Look at the volume on that. I mean, just breaks all the previous volume. I wonder if it breaks the volume at the beginning. See, that one is 207K. Yeah, so not as much as the beginning, but we definitely see a lot of volume. Or, you know, well, hold on. Yeah, not as much, half as much. There's still a lot of volume. So bulls are in season, and we are gonna hold this until we see a reason for bears to be in season now, because that tells me that it's now it's bull season. That's a shift. That's no longer like a, you know, we're not playing the consolidation. We're not playing the downtrend. That's a shift. That's a big time shift. So bulls are now in season, and we are going to hold it and not fold it. And so that probably is what you want to probably probably what you have would probably what you would have wanted to have waited for. You probably would have wanted to wait for that. That aggressive buying right there, that'll indicate there is a definitely demand there. And that is where you want to enter. I'm actually going to write that down because I messed it up. Should have waited for aggressive buying on tick chart slash demand. Should have waited for my entry, which I didn't. I didn't wait. I was just like, okay, bulls are gonna come in. I can kind of see, and I was so the thesis is right, but the entry is wrong. So I gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. Ooh. We are still moving higher right now. As I don't see any indication that this is going to slow down. I think this is a good chance that we're going to get a nice move all the way back up to the open and even get green on it. That's what I think. Even get green on the day. Not my P&L being green because I'm still red. So I wouldn't, not me getting green, but the equity actually becoming green on the day. But that's what I should have waited for. I should have waited for that. And now we know. So this is more or less why I like using the tick chart, is because it really shows you what's going on. You know, it shows you the immediate break of the trends. It shows you the volume. It's probably one of the best indications of volume you can have. And so I really love using that tick chart, but it's good to use it in relation to a time frame chart so you can see how these time frame charts can trick you. But it's not that they're tricking you, it's that you're reading them wrong. So if you are able to read the time frame charts right, it's very powerful, but you have to be able to use the tick chart to be able to read the time frame charts right. So I'm very happy with Webull that they implemented the tick chart. I mean, just great, great, great customer service. I mean, they are very concerned about their consumers. They're always updating their app. And that's something that I want to see with a broker. You know, I don't want a broker to be stagnant. I want a broker to always be listening to their consumers and updating and fixing and making things better. And that's why I love Webull. You know, I mean, they got an app for the phone. They've got it on the computer, and on the computer is so, you know, it's so valuable. I could use it on my tablet. It's such a great broker, and I can't say that for some other brokers, you know. And I get it. You know, Webull, you don't pay for commission fees. You don't have direct access order routing. I understand that. But whether or not that makes as big of a difference when you're in an account my size, I don't know. When I have a bigger account, I don't know. Um, you know, I'll learn about it and we'll see. But who knows? Maybe Webull changes that as their consumer base changes. But I'm pretty sure Webull's consumer base right now is people that don't have millions of dollars. That's what I'm just. That's what I'm just thinking right now. So, you know, we might upgrade to a new broker later, but as of right now, for my capital, you know, Webull is perfect to do everything on. It's still not too concerning right now. Um, Still a relatively low amount of volume for bears. I don't really see aggressive selling right now. I don't really see anything that indicates that I should get out of my position. That just seems like normal sell off while while we're relaxing before we start moving up again. Bulls start saying, "Okay, this is a great price to get back in again because it's not going lower," and they start buying again. So this is usually how I want to take the trade. I want to be able to get sentiment switches like this, and I don't want to scalp anymore. I mean, scalping is fine, but it's too much. You really have to know what you're doing when you scalp. Otherwise, it's so easy to get emotional and not hold through things. It's so easy. So I'd rather do more intraday swing trading. I like that a little bit better. There we go. We're starting to see some aggressive buying again. And let's see if we can actually start it to see on the 3 minute chart. Like, let's go over the 3 minute. You can see on the 3 minute, it's not even, we don't even have increasing buy volume yet. So once we have increasing buy volume, I really think it's going to take this thing all the way green. See, I'm all the way out here. Keep watching the big picture. It's trying to push down and break that consolidation phase there. But yeah, I'm not seeing it right now. I mean, it's just like I said, it's rejecting, but I'm not sure how much farther it will go. There's just too much support. I'm thinking we really need to be trending up. Starting to see volume increase here. Yep, there's increasing volume. We're starting to see a lot more volume come in the equity now. I can tell by the time in sales and how many ticks are starting to be displayed. But so far we've got overall it's on the 3 minute, it looks like low volume. Overall we still got low volume as we're in this kind of consolidation. We came all the way back down to that support. I was wrong. I really thought it was going to hold a little bit higher there. So there's a nice spike of volume there over here. But like I said, we want to see some more demand, like some aggressive buying. Pull up the 3 minute here just so we can see. There's some aggressive buying. There we go. I like the way that volume is getting displayed, but it's still a little bit too efficient. So we should see a pivot right now, and it'll kind of reject downwards, or not, or not, or not, or not, or not. I mean, I don't care. Keep going. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Yeah, there's a little pivot there. So that's just what happens when things get too efficient. Sellers all wait, and then they take it over at one price. Usually it's a specific price that they take it over at. As the sellers wait, and then as soon as because it's vulnerable. The more efficient it gets, it's pretty vulnerable. So really starting to see it move up here and get almost go back to the opening of the day. And that's where we want to see. We want to see it shoot past the open on the day and go green. That's what I'm expecting it to do. Look at the daily. What is the daily saying? Yeah, a little bit of rejection there. That's good. I'm hoping for this green candle to have an increase of volume. If not this candle on the 3 minute, I want to see the next candle have an increase of volume. We're almost there, so I'm hoping it does do it. Because it should. Otherwise, it's a divergence. There we go. We should see it. That was some little spike of volume there. Yeah. So we're just barely higher than the previous candle. Let's see what it closes at. I think it might close here. Yeah, so it's just barely higher. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it really should have been a lot higher, but it's okay. I guess it's okay. It should still be going green to the top of that. Where we opened. We opened and we went red. So I want to see it start going green now. It's a nice head and shoulder pattern on the 3 minute too, if you can see that. And so far right now we're only down 8%. That's a big way from 24% at the lowest. Nice volume here. Look at that volume. That's good. I see I'm getting excited. I'm shaking my knees. I'm like, good time. Just relax, calm down. Otherwise we'll sell. Otherwise we'll make the wrong decision. So I need to just relax. Drink some tea. Maybe look at my phone a little bit. Because you have to be able to stay how do you say, objective. You have to be able to stay objective. Otherwise, if you get too excited and you're like, "Oh my God, it's ran, it's moving," you'll sell your position and you'll get out. Especially if it's a good position like this. This is a great position. You'll get out. I could have had a better entry for sure, but it's a good position right now. As you see, a 3 minute chart is giving us like a bearish pattern, a lot of wick on the top there, but the tick chart is actually saying we're just consolidating, which I think is why you need to use both of them. You need to use the mix of them. Otherwise, you might sell your position. Otherwise you'll get confused and you aren't really able to read the time charts as well. Nice move, nice move, nice move. Good job. Good job, honey. Nice move. Go ahead and start looking at scaling some out. Might start with half of half. Start scaling out half of half. But as it starts telling us that we're turning around, right? Right now it's not telling us that. We're seeing decrease in volume, but now we're seeing these huge candles that are starting to increase in volume. So not quite yet. There we go. I'm actually well. See. I'm getting FOMO now. Just hold on. Hold on now. I'm not gonna sell them yet. I'm just gonna take 3 off the table right now. I got 14 contracts. I just took 3 off the table. There we go. And then we'll do half of the rest of them in just a second. Hold on. I want to see it start to decline. I want to see it start to turn around. I'm going to do half of them. And we are green on the day right now. I'm going to go ahead and do half of those there. Oh, you know what? I was gonna wait until I saw it start to decline. I see. That's why you have to say these things. You have to stick to these things. You know, otherwise you're just gonna get FOMO and you'll see money and you'll start taking it. So, anyways, I still have 6 out of the 14 contracts I originally had. I'm gonna take a screenshot here. Sold half as we saw increasing volume, increasing by volume, holding half for rest of move when I become doubtful. You know, and put my, yeah, that's perfect there. So there's a good chance, you know, it's up a bunch. There's a good chance it's going to turn around. But I don't want to say yet. I want to see it happen on the tick chart. I want to see aggressive selling happen, and then we'll talk about it. I'll sell more. I'll sell 3 more. I'll sell half of my half of my half. I'll sell 3 more if we see aggressive selling on it. Which you're not seeing yet on the tick chart. You see how the time charts can really trick you. It could tell you it's starting to go down, but really we're just consolidating right now. You see the tick chart's telling you that. Or telling you you're moving sideways. So I'm waiting. I'm going to wait until the tick chart says we're absolutely got increased selling volume. It's aggressive selling, aggressive selling. I'm seeing some selling. There's some increase of volume. I'm just going to sell half of my half there. And then I got a little bit left. My last few shares that I'm going to hold in case we rocket back up. And if I see something indicating that we're just slightly pulling back, I'm going to add some more. Otherwise, if I really see aggressive selling, then I'm going to get out of the rest. There's some buying. We should see the tick chart increasing in speed, though. Here we go. Starting to see some increase. I think this is going to be how I'm going to like to put the charts now. I'm going to have the tick chart on the left and the time chart on the right. I think that's a very good combo. Just having it like that, I think I'm going to want to do that. And we still have some position. Remember, I still have some position. So I'm really waiting here. That's looking like aggressive selling there. But it became more efficient. So we should pivot right back up. Is this the pivot? Looking for the pivot. And I'm going to sell it on that next leg up. As it starts to leg up, I'll sell it there. Still waiting for that kind of leg up right now. It's still, pulling back, but the tick chart's telling me, we're consolidating and we're starting to see increasing volume here. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what it does. Still waiting here for these last few shares I got. We got. I need to write more on my Google Docs here. Let's see. Take another screenshot. It looks like we're going to continue on this move up here. And that was just a pullback. Whether or not there's enough risk to reward to go full size again, I don't know. But I think it might be worth a shot to add some. I'm gonna wait for aggressive buying again, and if we see it, I'll try and add some more here. Buy. I'll just add, I'll have 3 more contracts, so it'll give us half size again. But I'm gonna wait till we see that aggressive buying on the chart here. I think I'm done though. I might be done. I don't want to add more. I'm not really feeling it. I think I'm kind of exhausted from this play. I'll give it just a couple more minutes. I'll just wait and see what's going on. There we go. Starting to get a move up here, a little leg up. Let's see. I want to see aggressive buying. I want to see some more demand. Which we aren't really seeing yet. I kind of want the tick chart to go crazy. I'm just going to sell the rest at the top of this range here. Just because I'm considering it as a range. And I'm going to call it that. I'm done. Good job. Man, that was some good trading. I will say I could have definitely perfected the entry a lot. Like I was holding and holding and holding, and I stuck to my guns though. I will say that's good, but let's not blow smoke up my ass, right? I mean, I did fuck up the entry really bad. I should have waited to see the increasing volume on the 3-minute chart there, and usually the increasing volume will say that either a lot of people are selling and it's almost done, or there's hidden buyers there, and that's kind of what you want to see. And then you want to see on the tick chart a pivot, some kind of pivot with aggressive buying, and that's what we saw here with this rejection on the 3 minutes. Go back. That's what we saw here on this rejection with this 3-minute here. This candle here, especially that candle, taught me a lot. That one there said that there was let me this candle here. That one said that there was definitely aggressive buying, and I liked that. So I right there, that one. So I got in for I didn't get in. No. That candle said there was aggressive buying and said, okay, this is the pivot. We're good. So anyways, I think the move is done for right now. We're kind of ranging, and we tried to break, but we couldn't break, so that's pretty bearish. Bears will love that. I'm done. Took the money on that. I'm glad we held through the entire move. We didn't sell short, and I don't mean like going against a position, selling short. I mean, like, we didn't cut the position short. We took profits feasibly, right? We took half of half off the table when we realized, okay, this is a pretty good move here. We could pivot for whatever reason. We'll just take half of half off right now. And then I took more half size off, and which left me to absolutely half size when I saw that we went green on the day, which was my goal. My goal was to get green on the day on SPYs. I said, okay, we are green on the day. I'm going to take half size off again. So now we are actually at half size. And then I took half more off as we started pulling back a little bit. And then I sold half at the run up. And so I love that execution. That was perfect. I want to rewatch this video and stuff, and study this video and see if I can get better execution next time with my entry. Other than that, really good. I'm definitely pleased with that, and yeah, let's try and do it again, this week and whatever, and we'll just keep moving, keep getting better in the demo challenge right now. If you do not know, I am trading demo right now. While I'm saving up some more money to get into the market. All of my money right now is just currently in GameStop. I have only like $700 to trade with. That's actually in my account. So I'm not really liking it too much. So you see I got 700 here. Just my cash balance to trade with. So I'm not really fond of that too much to trade with. I got it up to like 1,200, and then I lost it, and I went all the way back down to 700. So, okay, before I started bench trading and starting to lose more money than what I had, because I actually started it with 720 bucks. So I'm just barely losing anything. I said, you know what, let's go to demo, let's practice, let's hone skills, let's get back into the good mindset, let's save up some money, more money, put some more money in, and let that be that. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. And really glad if you're watching this video, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. We really did good with the tick charts combined with the time frame here, combined with the actual time charts. And yeah, really solid. Other than that entry, we could have waited a little bit for that. I even said I was gonna wait, but then I didn't wait. So FOMO got to me today, but it ended out okay. All right. So thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.